Welcome back for part 2 of ditching the motorhome for an Eastern Mediterranean cruise, and today we find ourselves in Marmaris, mainland Turkey. And again we find ourselves walking along the marina, admiring all the multi-million pound yachts. Very, very nice. Marmaris is a province on the mainland of Turkey. It is known for its local honey, although we didn't find any, but its main income is tourism.
Well, it's the money's worth there.
The top rated day trip on Marmaris, although we didn't take it because it would have been jumping off one boat to get onto another, is the river excursion, and it takes you down winding canals to the historic rock tombs of Konos, a natural sulphur bath and protected breeding grounds of the loggerhead sea turtles. The local currency for here is the Turkish lira, but most of the shops would take euros. Well, enough of the background music. Now let's just walk along these streets of Turkey and enjoy the serenity of Marmaris. This is the entrance to the castle wall and museum.
Great.
We did try to go in there, but they wouldn't accept my credit card.
Yeah, that's the castle. Sorry? Yeah, sorry.
Very elegant.
Yeah.
Normally I would speak to the cats when we're in Spain and I'd get a reply from them, but obviously they don't speak the same language here in Turkey. There are statues dotted around Marmaris, and these are a mix of modern local tributes to historical artifacts and mythical art. Now it's time to get back to the serious art of shopping. Here in Turkey, you will find that the shopkeepers sit outside the shops trying to lure you into their shops. They are quite friendly really, but it does get a bit frustrating when everyone on every shop tries to get you in there. Don't get lured into the security of these crossings, as it doesn't mean the same thing in Turkey. You still need to watch the traffic, and yes, that is a McDonald's on the other side of the road. Beautiful coastline. What do we think of Marmaris?
I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Very
just lovely.
clean and very picturesque.
Very friendly people. Although they do crazy at the shops, and I think it's praying time. So
Calling them a mosque now, listen.
Yes, very good. I would say the entertainment,
Yeah.
the amount that they do. Well, you just have to, don't you? Well, another day and another day of sunshine. Look at them skies. Not a cloud in sight. And today we find ourselves in Alanya, another Turkish town. And we are going to go up in the mountains, I believe, and we're going to see a cave. We're going to go up a cable car.
To the castle.
Yeah, she's there. Look.
Cable car, castle and to caves today.
See some cows.
Caves.
Oh, caves.
Not got talk on.
Sure she said cows. So there's the ship in the background. We've disembarked. And we're now going to go through security here, which probably won't be able to film. Don't get a bit jittery about filming. So we'll see you on the other side.
Ben gidiyorum abi. Sen
Tamam
işine
baba.
bak. Var mı
Şunları
işin?
giyin, ben de zaten şeye geçeceğim, o tarafa geçeceğim. Görürüz.
Tamam abi.
He's a nice driver. A very young man. I'm working since '87 and I know him when he was very young. Seven.
The cave was discovered accidentally during mining operations at a quarry used for the construction of Alanya Harbour in 1948. The air in the cave contains relatively high percentage of carbon dioxide. It is known as the asthma cure cave due to the widespread belief in its capability of curing respiratory complaints. In its first year of opening, 114,000 tourists, of which 2,100 suffered from asthma. And in fact, the cave is open between 6 and 10 daily, purely for asthma-sick visitors. Oh, and look, more shops.
Good morning. I think Cleopatra threw some light down on this.
Can anybody prove it though?
I'll have to tell you. See that? I'm not gonna lie. The vision we have of Cleopatra is Elizabeth Taylor.
Seni yoracağım, kusura bakma. So you can see the entrance door on the left side. There's a inscription of Alaaddin Keykubat. I will tell you a lot of things about this man. It's an Arab inscription from the 13th century. So this is the first door. Then you can see the second door, and after then you have the third door. So after then you're coming in the city.
Breathe in.
It's difficult for him to drive here. Because in the past, when they built a tunnel, they built it for the smaller buses, not for the big ones like this. So on the left side, you can see now one of the huge cisterns. Look, this area where this building is, this is a huge place for collecting water. In rain times, rainwater, but if there's no rain time, so you need donkeys that brings water to the city. when I grew up in Germany. I lived there about 18 years. When I was a kid and we came to Turkey to visit some friends of my family, we went to the border of Syria. And there was a scene, there was a hill, and there was people living there. There was no water, tap water as we know today, but there was young men, really strong ones. They had no donkeys, but really strong men who bring the water to the city, to the cisterns. They had a stick on the top, and on both sides was pots filled with water, and they bring it to the house. They sell this water. So I have seen it when I was a child in the 1975, 76, these years, but it's a road now, it's tap water. Till 1923-25, there was a mixed culture here, so it means it was the Greeks and the Turks was living together. He's driving really good.
Very good.
I told him he can take a driver license, he's good enough, but he doesn't. Under every house, what you see here is a cistern, because water is the biggest problem here, because there is on the rock. This is a cistern, look here. This is one of the cisterns. You can see here again one more. Here, this is also. Here, look, this is a cistern. Every house needs to have a cistern like this, otherwise you will have problems with water.
Good view.
When I was in 1987, I lived here in a castle. It was very cheap. No one wants to live in a castle. You have the best view, but nobody wants to live here because the biggest problem was to have a car. And as I told you, we are huge families. So we have 6 children, they must go to school, so it's difficult to get every day to the school.
Kapıyı açık bırakmış. Kapı açık kapı.
Kapıyor. So I hope you cannot speak Turkish.
Haklısın abi. Sen haklısın.
Because we say sometimes some words that have never seen the sunlight.
So do we in English.
It's the same. So what you see here, these trees are mulberries. In the past, we had here a lot of mulberry trees because Alanya was also in the past. This is again one of the cisterns, look here. Alanya was in the past one of the most important places where we produced silk, coffee, Turkish coffee. It was here, and silk production. We have still some places where they produce silk, but it's only a few places left. Part of the castle. This is the most protected area because the palace is here. I told you the city has a name Korakesyon, what means heaven's crow. But later, in the time of the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire was split in 2 parts, in Eastern and Western Rome. Eastern Rome accepts Christianity as a religion, it's a state religion, and after then they changed the name of the city. They call it Kalanoros. Oros means mountain in Greek. Calligraphy. It means nice. Calligraphy, nice scripture. Kalonoros, nice mountain. When you look to the corners, you can see still some paintings. You can see it. You know, the idea of a mosque comes from a church, because there is only one religion. Muslims, Christians, and Jewish are the same. They believe in all the same stories. It's so similar because there's only one monotheistic religion. It starts with the Jewish, changing Christianity, and later in Muslim. That's why the idea is the same. Look, when you have a church, you have a dome on the top. When you have a mosque or a church, it has the same meaning. When you have a dome, it symbolizes the heaven. The ground symbolizes the world where we are living. In Turkey, a lot of mosques, they're looking to the wrong side, because it was before a church, and you cannot move the whole church. If you go to Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, it's a huge building. You need to pray to Mecca.
As you can see, it was quite a view from up here. This video doesn't really do it justice.
When you come in 20 years, you will see the city grows till to the top. It's growing. As I told you, it was a small village with 9,000 people, now 400,000, and it's still growing. So from here you have a nice view to the beach of Cleopatra. That's the beach. We can take you some pictures. We're staying the city again, and we will leave one of these doors and going to the cable car. Grapes, olive trees, oranges, bananas, cotton.
Burada mı ineceksiniz?
Evet, şurada biz indireceğiz abi. So we're leaving here now. Normally we need to walk this way back that way. It's better to meet it with a bus. The symbols and tombs, these are the tree of life. Evergreen, cypress. That's one of the symbols what we use. If you see a tree like this, you must understand that there is a tomb. Because we used to have such kind of trees. But cemetery, as you can see there. As you can hear. What was the name of the city? Heaven's Cross. So,
Very good age.
why so long? So we had before the Ottoman Empire, and in Ottoman Empire were Muslims. So with that we have two different kind of calendars. You have now changed it in a Gregorian calendar. But in the past we had a Muslim moon calendar. So it means 1 year has 354 days. It's 11 days shorter. The first. The second one, the time zero starts not with Jesus Christ, it starts with Muhammad when he leaves Mecca and goes to Medina. 622. That's why the difference. Nobody can live 650 years. That's not possible. That's why the difference, because it was for the simple people to change the date of our birth difficult. Why? Because every year is 11 days shorter. So they said, okay, birth date in Ottoman time, she died in the Republic time. So with Atatürk we changed the calendar. As you know, all these three religions, I said, came from the same roots. In a Jewish religion, there is a Sabbath, Saturday. In a Christian religion, it's a Sunday. In a Muslim religion, it's a Friday. No difference. Because all of them are believing that God creates the world in 6 days, and the 7th day was off. The 7th day is a Sabbath. Like the Jewish say, it's a Saturday. But the Christians said, okay, after the death, Jesus goes to heaven on a Sunday. So they changed the date from Saturday to Sunday, the Christianity. So, and the Turks said, okay, the Muslims said, Saturday is given, okay, it's gone. Sunday was chosen by the Christians, so we take Friday. On the seaway, food, textiles, perfumes, paper, really expensive things, and they sell it here at this marketplace.
It must be Sunday because it seems to be closed.
Shops, not a marketplace as we know, not Agora. They're expensive goods, what they sell here. So I can give you a few minutes.
I don't think we'll be able to smuggle them back on the ship.
The Turks came from the steppes of Asia. We was shamans, not Muslims. We changed in time with the religion. But the Muslim religion was difficult for us. We accept the Muslim religion, we don't even know what that was. Because you must think when you're a Muslim and you're a nomad. As a Muslim, you need to pray 5 times a day. So it means every day you need to wash your hands 5 times, your face, your mouth, your nose, your ears, your neck, your head and your food. 5 times a day, and it must be fluent water, not still water. So, and you're a nomad, you have even problem to find water for drinking. So they accept it, but they never goes to pray. But later in Ottoman time there was a time, a splitting in the time, because the Ottomans captured today Egypt. And when they capture Egypt, they take the Caliphate. So it means the Pope system in a Muslim religion. So you must think I'm the Pope, but you're not Christians. That's a big problem. So what I need to do, I must make a Christian. So that was the same. When he gets the Pope, the Caliph, so he starts to teach the people about the Muslim religion, the Sunni Muslim religion. And when he goes to Egypt on the way, the Sultan was building this church, this mosque, when he was here. They made a restoration in the 1960s. It is one of the oldest mosques in Arabia. Right side, you have a place for the ladies. Men and women are not praying in the same. They are praying in the same room, but it must be splitted optical. Because you must think when you go in a church, you're sitting. And in some parts today in Europe, still, the woman sitting on the left side, the man on the right side. But you're only sitting. But if you're in a mosque, and a nice lady comes and she prays in front of you.
So from the 13th century Alanya Castle, we get onto the cable car which takes us 900 metres down back to where Cleopatra's beach is. On the way back, the driver very kindly dropped us off in the town centre where we could do some more shopping. Although the umbrellas over the avenue of shops was a point of interest. Also back along the marina, seeing the made-up boats was quite fascinating. Also quite fascinating was this really jig tree.
So we've arrived back at Limassol, where we started from. Why? Well, because some people only did a week's cruise, so this is where they start, but it's where they end. But also the fact that when we got here it was like 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we didn't get a chance to have a look around. And when we got off, we got on, we were supposed to be on a tour, but that got cancelled, so we thought we'd just do ad hoc on along Limassol. Got on a bus with a maniac driver who nearly let people on because he shuts the door on them and brakes like a maniac and pulls away, nearly sending an old lady flying. But along this busy road, just along the front, we've got the sea over here, and we have this massive hotel over here. That's just made you all dizzy. So we was going along, we had no idea where it was heading. It was supposed to be going to the marina, but I don't know, we just seemed to be going further. So we checked in maps of where it was, and we didn't seem to be going anywhere in particular, so we decided to get off, and here we are, starting to walk back where we came from. So we'll have a look at what's around. There's supposed to be a zoo up here, but it's right along the front, so it can't be a very big one. I just said to Linda, I think it's probably got a couple of cats, a dog and a donkey, you know. But we'll have a look, see what it's got, and we'll carry on walking.
So we've walked back after getting off the horrendous bus ride about nearly 500 kilometres. We found a zoo. We've walked in here. There doesn't seem to be anybody taking any money to get in, but equally when you go anywhere there doesn't seem to be anybody about either. Just in front of us here we've got a theatre and absolutely nobody in there. That's the gate
coming in. No ticket office down there. And then coming inwards. Nothing. Gates wide open, but doesn't seem to be anybody about. I don't know. We'll keep going and see what happens. Well, here's a calf. There are a couple of, I assume they are staff. But again, nobody. I haven't seen any animals. A few birds, pigeons, crows. It's more like a town park than a zoo. Perhaps they call them different over here. See, plenty of pigeons. Oh well, let's see if this cafe is actually open. Oh, self-service as well. Just help yourself. Just cans of cold drink. What have they got in here? Coffees.
Not coffee.
No. No. They're just I think it's just a town park. It's not a zoo at all. So first thoughts of there being two dogs and a cat and a donkey is didn't even bring up to them expectations. But anyway, at least it didn't cost us anything to walk through it. So there we go. That's Limassol Zoo. If you ever come here. Well, it's been a lovely visit to the zoo. Nice little fountain here. And just at the side of it, the exit or entrance from this way. It's a refreshing sound at least. I'll have to have a look, see what the temperature is now. I guess it would be probably heading up towards the mid-30s. It is now, what is it, the 24th of June?
Yeah.
And just to show you this, I don't know what the fuel's like back at home. Just look at the colour of this sea. Absolutely beautiful. What do you think of the colour of that, dear?
That's beautiful.
Another one of them Norfolk beautifuls.
Very important.
Well, I don't know, it's a bit rocky.
And if the English just took notice of how they build up their coast, we could save Norfolk as well.
I think she's talking about the sea defences with all these rocks on it. Along the Norfolk coast could do with a lot of that. Here we are at the marina. This is where we should have got off. Just nobody about. It's like a ghost town. Apart from the wife, she's here. Nobody about. What's it all about?
we come on and close your day or something? It's like it's Sunday.